Mr. Tsukishima made his way to Hinata's house, which Miss Hinata gave him the keys to. When he went inside, he heard someone crying really hard. He ran to the kitchen and saw Hinata crying. He felt the pain through the screams that escaped and the tears that were non-stop. He slowly walked up to Hinata and put his hand on his shoulder. Shoyo. Hinata whips around and saw Mr. Tsukishima. He wanted to look strong in front of him, but at that moment he really needed a hug. Hinata hugged him crying and Mr. Tsukishima just patted his back, trying to comfort him as best as he could. After Hinata calmed down, Mr. Tsukishima asked him what had him crying so much. Nothing really, just the stress that has been piling up. Shoyo, you don't have to lie to me. I'm not. Shoyo. Mr. Tsukishima gave Hinata a stern look and then Hinata said, It just feels like everyone will eventually leave me. Why do you say that? Well, I thought if one person was always going to be on my side it would be Kei, yet somehow, I managed to drive him away from me. What's wrong with me? Am I a disgusting object like my father said? Did I deserve to be tortured and beaten up by my own father every day while my mum was away on a business trip? Is it not okay that I just want one person in my life besides my mum and sister to be by my side? I'm tired. I'm tired of the pain that never ends. Mr. Tsukishima was frozen. He did not know that Hinata was suffering to this extent and just how much Kei has helped him. Shoyo, I will be honest with you. I don't know why Kei has stopped talking to you, but I can assure you it's for a different reason than you think. I know my son, and I'm pretty sure he's confused over stuff and doesn't know how to react. He always talks about you and I think he just needed time apart to validate and figure out his feelings. Feelings for what? To see if he wants to be friends or not. I don't need a friendship that's out of pity. Shoyo, stop, you don't mean that, and you know that the relationship you have with Kei is not out of pity. Hinata was struggling to breathe. It was so painful for him. It hurts so much, please make it stop. Look at me. Breath in and out. Mr. Tsukishima then said something Hinata really needed to hear. It's okay to feel angry. You have every right to. You were hurt and can't understand how this happened. You may not know it, but you do have other people. Me and my wife. We love you very dearly, like our own son. You, your mum, and sister are such blessings to our family. You lighten everyone up and make them have fun and laugh. You are not a disgusting object. You did not deserve to be tortured and beaten. Give more value to your life. If you don't like what Kei is doing or treating you, speak up. Don't let him hurt you like that. Tell him that he is hurting your feelings and have him talk his problems out. Don't just accept that he's leaving and don't assume it either. Talk to him and figure out how he's feeling. Hinata was looking at Mr. Tsukishima in shock. He knew that just accepting it was hurting him, but he was more afraid of what would be said and the reasoning if he asked Tsukishima. He knows that I'm sad, whisper he has too. What do you mean? It's been months and you're telling me not once, not one time can he reach out after seeing me all by myself, eating by myself, walking home by myself, having no friends at school. He knows I struggle with opening up to people and trusting them. He knows how afraid I am of people leaving me, but he did just that. 10 minutes after Hinata left, Tsukishima, Akitaru, and Yamaguchi came inside and Yamaguchi had to leave. Thank you for having me. Of course, smiles. Yamaguchi looked curiously at the women with orange hair that wasn't there when he first came. Well, bye Tsuki, see you after break at school. Yup, bye. After Yamaguchi left, Akitaru went upstairs and Kei was talking to Miss Hinata, asking how Hinata was. He actually came over with me and was going to join you and Aki to play volleyball. What? Yeah, he opened the door, but then he suddenly said that his stomach hurt really bad, so we told him to sleep, and if he still feels bad after that, I will take him to the hospital. No. Sho, please don't misinterpret anything. Honestly, I'm so naive. What did I think? That I can just stop talking to him out of nowhere and then get a new friend without him misunderstanding? I'm honestly so angry with myself. Why couldn't I just be honest with Sho and tell him that I was confused with my feelings? Why couldn't I just tell him how I felt? If he did that to me I would be so mad, so why did I do that to him? Was it really better to keep my feelings a secret and leaving him by himself? Tsukishima then quickly asked Miss Hinata if he could go to her house and see how Hinata is doing. Of course, your dad is there already, so just knock if the door is locked. Tsukishima ran out of the house. I hope everything works out. Let's hope for the best. This is some progress. The moms smiled at each other, hoping that their sons will clear everything up. Tsukishima ran to Hinata's house, and when he entered, he heard Hinata screaming. He froze. He knows I struggle with opening up to people and trusting them. He knows how afraid I am of people leaving me, but he did just that. I accepted that he doesn't want to be friends anymore. I accepted that at the end of the day, everyone will end up leaving me, so I won't give them a chance to hurt me, and I'll Shoyo. No. Kei was the one exception. We grew up together. Made so many memories, and yet he just stopped talking to me and ignored me just like that. Tsukishima was trembling, silently crying, listening to Hinata painfully expressing his feelings. I'm not telling you what you have to do and if you should forgive Kei or not, but at least give him a chance to explain. I know you think I'm just saying this because he's my son, but I'm not. Take it from me, if you choose to ignore this pain and not face them, you will come to regret it, he said with a sad smile. Not knowing is the most painful thing, and if you get the chance to understand why, you should take it. Me and you both know that the best. I know you're right, but what if him telling me why hurts me more? Then me, my wife, and your mum will be here for you. We can talk it out and we'll help you grow from this. It will hurt, but at least you will not be left hanging with the endless possibilities you create as to why he left you. Oh okay, if the time ever comes, I'll listen to him. It might be sooner than you think. Huh? Kei, get in here already. Eyes widen. Tsukishima slowly walks in. I'm sorry, when I came in, I couldn't interrupt. Hinata was surprised and embarrassed that Tsukishima heard everything. Well, I'll be getting some food for us. I'll let you guys talk and I'll be back soon. Once Mr. Tsukishima leaves, they were enveloped by silence. Why did so? They spoke at the same time. You go. Okay. Sho, I'm so sorry that I stopped talking to you out of nowhere. At that time, I thought it was the best thing to do. Angry best thing to do? Yes. I was scared that if I stayed with you our relationship would end. It ended when you left me. What do you mean? Tsukishima flinched. I know that. I didn't mean for that to happen. It was only supposed to be few days to figure out my thoughts and feelings. But let me guess, you met another boy that's way better than me, so you decide not to bother anymore. No. That's not what happened. Really, cuss, that's what it looks like. Tsukishima stared at Hinata and saw his puffy eyes. Clench his fists. He tried to walk closer to Hinata, but Hinata moved back. I know what I did hurt you. I'm an idiot for letting it go on for this long. Not talking to you was so painful. It hurt so much just watching you from the distance. You chose to watch from a distance. You chose not to talk to me. Stop trying to make me feel bad. This was not my fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. And I know that I chose to keep a distance and not talk to you. Again, I'm really sorry. Why did you do it? Because I was scared of my feelings towards you. What do you mean? Tsukishima looked up at Hinata, making eye contact. I don't know when it started, but whenever we were together I wanted to do stuff. I thought of you romantically. Hinata froze. I had thoughts of wanting to kiss you every time we were together. I was so scared that revealing these feelings would break our families apart, and I didn't want that. I just wanted a few days to think things over and see how I could hide my feelings. I wanted to be next to you forever, and I felt that these feelings I had for you would ruin everything, so I did not want them to ever be exposed. When I stopped talking to you I realized how much it hurt not being by you. How much my day brightened up when you were with me. How much I needed you in my life. The day I ran into Yamaguchi, I was going to our favorite spot until I saw some kids picking on him. He was in my class and I did not want to ignore what I saw, so I went up to them and then helped him clean up his cut. Hinata clenched the sides of his shirt. He was really thankful and invited me to go to the park, and I accepted because I was trying not to think about you. When we were together, we talked about a lot of stuff, and I ended up talking about my feelings towards someone. How it could ruin my relationship I currently had with them, and that I was afraid. I was talking about you. He told me that I shouldn't hide my feelings, and that doing that was not only hurting me but the other person as well. At that time, I was so thankful I had someone to talk about this with, and he became a really good friend to me. So you just easily left me like that? No. I thought about you every day and I also wanted to go talk to you, but I wanted to be sure that I stopped these feelings before I talk to you again, but I realized that I can't. I love you. Shuts eyes tightly. K. Tsukishima looks up and saw Hinata crying. WHWH, why are you crying? I want to forgive you, I really do, but you hurt me so much doing this. You could have talked to me and expressed your confusion and we could have figured it out together, but you did the one thing that you knew I worried about and hurt me the most. Don't get me wrong. I want to be with you again and give you a response to your feelings, but it's too soon. Can we start off as friends again so I can grow to trust you again? Hearing this hurt Tsukishima, but he understood and was willing to do anything to be next to Hinata again. Yes, of course we can. Small smile. I'm sorry that I have to put you in this pain of not knowing if your feelings will be reciprocated. How can he feel sorry for me? After ignoring him and hurting him, he still worries about my feelings. I love him so much. What Tsukishima didn't know was that Hinata wanted to scream and was freaking out inside. He was so happy that Tsukishima left for that kind of reason. Yes, he knew it was weird to think like that, but knowing that he wasn't replaced and that Tsukishima had these feelings towards him made him extremely happy. At the same time, he knew and felt that he couldn't forgive him so easily. He was hurt and lost trust, so before expressing his feelings towards Tsukishima, he wanted to grow a stronger bond together and trust him again. I love you too, but please wait for me. Hinata walked up to Tsukishima and grabbed his face. I forgive you, K. Really? Yes, you explained to me why you did what you did, and although it was the wrong way of doing things, I understand how you can get blinded by your feelings. Let's start this friendship again. Let's grow closer together and have a better bond with each other that we feel comfortable with sharing anything, even if it's related to each other. I want us to be able to communicate our problems with each other and feel comfortable in being vulnerable with one another. Then, we'll go on from there when the time comes. Smile. If that's okay with you, then I'll gladly be happy to do that. Thank you so much, for giving me another chance. I don't ever want to lose your trust again or hurt you like that, so I'm happy that I have the chance to fix my mistake and be next to you again. They start talking about everything. And my mum is angry since I'm failing most of my class. I can't help it, math is so hard. I'll help you. Eyes sparkle. Really? You mean it? No take backs. Laughing. Okay. When they started talking, they were so comfortable around each other that it wasn't awkward, and they were both happy about that. Sue, you're playing volleyball with your brother again? Yeah. We should definitely have to join our school's volleyball club. Me too. Yes, why wouldn't you? Do you not see how short I am? PFFT, you're so cute. You're good at jumping and you run every day, so you're fast too. Your height shouldn't matter. You've got amazing skills. How do you know that I run every day? I told you that I watched you from a distance. Don't make me feel like a creep. Okay, but yeah, joining might be fun. Actually, I really wanted to join, and I know what high school I'm going to. Nani. When did you decide? Where are you going? Why are you going there? Chill. I was riding my bike to get some groceries and I saw a volleyball team at nationals, and this person called Little Giant, he was a short player with amazing skills, and I absolutely fell in love with volleyball right then and there. If you knew you were joining, why did you talk about your height? Just wanted to mess with you. Hey. Smiling. What position do you want to play? Middle blocker. My brother plays that too, so I'm so excited. I wanna be ace. If it's you, I know you will be. They kept catching up and enjoying the conversations they had after so long. They wanted to keep talking all day, and they moved to the couch putting a movie on. They were just so happy that they could talk to each other like this. It's really becoming fall now, it's getting so cold. Did they make up yet, Todd? I swear I will make you stand under a waterfall if you make things worse. The moms come out and see him shivering, trying to peek inside. PFFT, what are you doing? You look like a peeping Tom, stop it. Yeah, what are you doing out here? Hey now. I was giving our sons the private space to talk everything out, what a mistake. I've been here for like 5 hours now. You could have just come back to our house. Anyways, we're eating at their house today. Aki said he wanted pizza so he's staying home. I want pizza too. No. Sad. Come on, you know I cook great. Yeah. Let's go inside now, I'm so cold. They go inside and hear a movie playing, so they go to the living room, and when they saw their kids, they had a big smile on their faces. Tsukishima and Hinata fell asleep cuddling to each other. My phone, I need my phone. Honey, give me yours right now. SC scary, here. Their small break was ending soon and they were going back to school. Tsukishima and Hinata were in Tsukishima's room just hanging out. KK. I know this might be a bit sudden, but I'd like to meet Yamaguchi. Really? Yeah, you said that he's a close friend and I want us to be friends as well. If you trust him, it will be easier to trust him as well. Yes. He's been wanting to talk to you as well after I told him everything. You told him? Yeah, he was surprised but said he's rooting for us. Oh, how embarrassing. And then you don't even know what my answer will be. Yeah, but with someone shipping us is just makes me feel good. Anyways, let's all meet up tomorrow then.